ओंटेरियो सरकार फुल एक्शन च है इस टाइम, जिथे असी सिल्विया जोन्स नाल गल कीती, जिहड़े डिप्टी प्रीमियर है, जिथे असी बाकी मिनिस्टर्स नाल गल कीती, उत्थे ही साडे नाल अज मिनिस्टर विक फेडली, जिहड़े कि मिनिस्टर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, जॉब क्रिएशन एंड ट्रेड, उन्हों का पहले ट्रिप लग्या सीगा बाकी कंट्रीज च, जर्मनी और बाकी कंट्रीज च। हुण वो ट्रिप ते जा रहे हैं इंडिया के ट्रिप ते। इंडिया के ट्रिप ते की मिशन है, किस करके जा रहे हैं, असी उन्हां नाल खास गलबात करांगे इस शो च। उन्हां दा स्वागत करते हैं। मिनिस्टर फेडली, वेलकम टू प्राइम एशिया।
It's always a pleasure, Nitin. Thank you very much.
So you are going for an India trip. So what is the mission for this trip? Which cities you will be visiting, and what is the purpose basically of this Indian trip?
Well, it's a great opportunity. Our last in-person trip was 2019, just before COVID. So this is a really good opportunity to build and strengthen our relationship with global partners in India. We've heard from around the world on our trips to Germany and Asia that companies look at Ontario in this really a world of so much turmoil. They look at Ontario as a sea of calm. And we want to remind businesses in India that they've got a stable, trustworthy partner in Ontario. And the other thing that we heard from around the world was that they found Ontario to be very safe. This was safe for their employees, safe for their executives coming over, safe for their families. And so we will go over there. We will thank companies who've made recent announcements in Ontario. I can tell you about those. And then we'll be talking to other companies as well.
What was the outcome of your previous trip, which you went to India? What was the outcome of that?
Right away in 2019, VVDN Tech ended up in Kitchener-Waterloo area, a couple hundred people there. That was we closed that deal when we were in India. As we returned back from our meetings with companies like INFOSYS and HCL, we thank Toronto Global for being our valued partner with us in India. We were able to land HCL, 500 employees in Mississauga, INFOSYS, 500 employees in Mississauga. And of course, just a month or so ago, TATA Consultancy Services announced 5,000 employees across Canada, mostly in Toronto, are being hired. So these were very successful business trips. We met with LTTS, the cloud computing company, and we'll see them. We'll go back to. They've just made a big announcement here in Markham area. I was there for the ribbon cutting. We will go to LTTS and thank them personally for their investment in Ontario. So it's been anytime we're dealing with India, we bring business home.
Minister, to your Germany trip, which was recently, your target was medical sciences and the electrical infrastructure, electrical vehicles investments. So in India trip, what are the main topics, main fields you will be targeting?
Number one will be tech, without question. There's a lot of tech activity, Nitin. Then we'll look at pharma. We will also look at critical mineral processing, companies that want to come to Ontario and process the minerals needed for electric vehicles. We will also look at companies that want to be involved in the battery supply chain. And finally, we're going to be talking to companies in film and animation.
India is a hub for world pharmacy, because it's a pharmacy capital of the world. India has a big industry of the sports manufacturing. India is an IT hub also, and it's one of the biggest population on the globe. So these fields, pharma, because in Canada, in Ontario, we are struggling with the manpowers of healthcare workers and everything. We have a shortage of that. So your focus will be on the pharmacy also, particular in India?
Yes, we will meet with several pharma companies. We've got 65,000 STEM graduates, science, technology, engineering, and math. We have 65,000 STEM graduates every year, and that's very appealing to Indian companies. There's 70 Indian companies here today in Ontario. That's why we have 900,000 people of Indian origin that live in Ontario. And about 75,000 students come here to Ontario every year. So if we can keep some of them here and put them to work, we'd be very happy.
Minister, which cities you will be visiting in India now?
Mumbai, and Delhi. We're leaving here Friday and we're leaving India Friday, so it's a very short trip. We're in and out. This is not a preordained marketing session. This is go there, take off your jacket, roll up your sleeves, and get some work done and try to bring some deals home.
So hopefully you will get the best deals for Ontario, for Canada, in India, and we wish you all the best. What is your message in the end to the Ontarians and to the Indian population?
We value our friendship and our partnership with India, and we look forward to strengthening that over the next week.
All the best, Minister. We wish you all the best and be successful on this trip. And we will talk when you come back after your trip. So, ਆ ਸੀਗੇ Ontario ਦੇ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਵਿਕ ਫੈਡਲੀ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆਫ ਇਕਨੋਮਿਕ ਡਿਵੈਲਪਮੈਂਟ, ਜੌਬ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਸ਼ਨ ਐਂਡ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ। ਸੋ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦਾ ਟ੍ਰਿਪ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਲੱਗਣ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਔਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਉਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਟ੍ਰਿਪ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਰਿਹਾ। ਐਂਡ ਵੀ ਵਿਸ਼ ਹਿਮ ਆਲ ਦ ਬੈਸਟ for getting investment in Canada from Indian companies, and ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹ workforce ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ 'ਚ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ, educated people, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲਾਈਨਸ 'ਚ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਡਸ 'ਚ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਸਟਰੀਮ 'ਚ ਹੈ, ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹ ਹੈਲਥ ਕੇਅਰ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੋਸਟ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਹੈ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ 'ਚ। ਸੋ ਜਦ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਆਊਟਕਮ ਤੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ।